I think credibility has two parts to it, and we expertise-based business owners, we want to be in that credible quadrant up in the right-hand corner, and that means we need to demonstrate a high level of trust and to generate a high level of desire. So we're looking for high trust and high desire. And when you're in that credible quadrant where people trust that you are a safe pair of hands, you can do what they need you to do, that you have the skills, the qualifications, the experience, the case studies, the credibility clues, and you are offering something that is desirable, that there is a market for, that people want and will pay for and appreciate and value, then you are in that credible quadrant. Okay, and this is where we need to be. And this is our goal, this is our desire. But the problem we have a few different problems, but let's have a look at the other squares first. So down here is in the low trust and the low desire is what I think of as base camp. And this is not necessarily a bad place to be, but in base camp, it's where you might be thinking of a new idea, you might be going into a new industry, you might be going into a new position or type of work that you'll be doing for people. And so in base camp, it's where the nascent stuff, this is where you might learn to do something, or you're experimenting or testing or getting feedback. So it's a good place to be. It's not a bad place to be. It's a bad place to get stuck. And so we need to move out of this low as quickly as possible to get ourselves up into this credible quadrant. Okay, so those are the two kind of extremes. And our goal is to move ourselves and stay confidently in that credible quadrant with high desire for what we do and high trust in how we do it and who we are. The two other quadrants, I'm going to just quickly tell you about those. This one over here is what I'm calling ball comms. So I'm using comms in the way that we communicate what we do and who we are and how we work with the rest of the world. So our communication style. And over here is where I put myself in 2022. I slapped myself in that ball comms corner and I was like, oh gosh, I am boring myself. Okay, I had all the skills and the experience and the qualifications and the case studies and the testimonials and all the books published and the clients I'd worked with and the yes, I had all of that and people trusted me. I had the referrals, I had everything. Trust. But nobody was buying. Why weren't they buying? Because the market was saturated with other people doing what I was doing. The market was saturated with other people who'd written a book and turned themselves into a book coach. And that's what I did 20 years ago. I wrote a book and then turned myself into a book coach. So, and then a publisher. And so the market was saturated with those people. It was noisy and it was difficult for buyers to understand why they should buy me. They should buy what I did. And so I had to do something different, and I had to do something different and take a lesson from the other square, from this gang up here, which I call the bro-comers. So the bro-comers, you've probably heard them. Yeah, they're people who go around saying, buy my program and you'll get your book written in 30 minutes. You'll get abs. You'll get all the women and all the men and everybody will be following you. You'll be wonderful and you can do exactly what I've been doing and you're just going to get on the aeroplane, the private jet. That's the bro-comers. And I've been quite dismissive of those people in the past and kind of enjoyed and watching them. And then I realised I could actually take a lesson from them because they know how to generate desire. And so if we can generate desire and prove our trustworthiness, then we get ourselves into the credible quadrant.